What's up, guys? So, welcome back to the channel. Um, got some update stuff for you guys. Last video I posted was blowing the car up on the dyno. So, just getting back from recovering from that mess. And bad tune. Uh, my own fault. So that's why it died. But I wasn't really too worried about it because I knew this was coming. So it's kind of like a see what it would make on the blow through carb setup. It ended up making, I made 450 horsepower, 460 torque to the tire, obviously, on 12 and a half, 13 pounds of boost with the carbureted setup, before it melted a spark plug wire. And that's what ultimately led to its demise. But it was kind of a combination of things, really. But anyways, Holley EFI for the win. So as you can see, I've got the high ram on there, multi-port fuel injection. So it's Terminator X. I just got the motor set in yesterday. Still got motor plate. Did go with Flotex headers that they offer for these small block Fords. Like I said, just got it in the car. I'm waiting on parts. So this is what we've got. Ford, still got the Ford racing heads. It ended up bending two of the valves on the when it blew up. So I had the head sent out, machine work's all done. So those are all brand new, ready to go. I did pick up a set of Trick Flow Twisted Wedge 170s, I think they are, for a good deal. And those are going to make it their way onto the car eventually. But for now, this is what I'm working with. I still got the Ford Racing X cam in it. So GT40X turbo swirl heads, 178s or whatever the hell they are. Excuse me. Anyways, so Flowtech inch and 7/8. I don't know if you want to call them long tubes, mid length, whatever. Down and forward turbo headers come with the flange already set onto them. Come as a kit. Really good header for the money for sure. Got a 102 millimeter LS style throttle body. Running that, we've got Holley's. See if we can get it in there. We've got Holley's dual sync, extremely short distributor. You got to run this distributor with this intake. So, got that bad boy. Waiting on sensors. Got a couple here. Got to do something about the throttle cable. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff when you put this setup on. So, finally getting somewhere with this thing. While we had the motor out, rebuilt it. All Clevite bearings, Clevite main bearings, Clevite rod bearings. Went back through it. Still a stock bottom end. Still factory crank. We polished it. Factory rods, factory pistons. We have several 351s kicking around. So we borrowed 2 pistons out of a donor. Cleaned everything up. Put it all back together. We did file the rings. So 30 thousandths ring gap, and went two heat ranges colder on the plugs. What else? Oh, while that was being done, we also pulled the C4 back out. I just had done the C4, so we pulled it apart while we had it out, just checked to see how it looked, and everything looked pretty decent in it. There was some material in the pan, but nothing really to worry about. Transmission was working fine when we pulled it. Transmission fluid looked good. So I had bought a stage 1 kit for it, which was basically just a reseal kit with Raybestos red clutches. So it's got the red clutch upgrade into it now, and we also machined it to accept a fifth clutch. So it's now a C4 10 clutch versus 9. So a little more surface area for grab, so that should help. Transmission's mint. It's good to go. Still got the Boss Hog Alabama Converter Company, which I don't know if they call it that anymore. It's ACC. That's a I almost want to say that's a Jegs. That's a Jegs brand. Friggin' converter. 2800 stall. So still a street car. Waiting on my PTFE fuel line kit that I ordered for it. That should be here Monday or Tuesday. Today's Sunday, so waiting on that. A couple sensors. I need a fuel pressure sensor because the one I ordered is the wrong one. I still need a intake air temp sensor. I got a 5-bar map sensor for it. With the new headers, we got to redo the hot side for the turbo. And while I'm in here looking at everything and checking it out, I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to step up the turbo size again. We went from the 76 millimeter on 3 to the 78-75, which is what we've been running with the Windsor. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't get an S475 or something along those. I'd like to have an S480, but I don't know if I need that big of a turbo. Still stock cubic inch motor, so it's pretty much it. This is where we're at. I'm getting ready to put the transmission cross member in, but it's covered in transmission fluid, so I got that thing out and gonna clean that off. So I'm gonna get back to working on this thing, and I'll get you guys another video of it running, hopefully by next weekend. So thanks for watching, guys.